NyanCave. Hi, hello, welcome to Persona 4 Arena, ULTIMAX, Arena Story DLC first. Haha. Such a weird thing that they did with this, and it's all on PS3, and that has presented some interesting challenges.
Yep.
I bought all of the Ultimate Bundle with all the DLC and stuff like that. I downloaded the story DLC and as much DLC as I could, and I thought I was all good to go, and then when I went to start the game, it hit me. Ooh, it's a good track. So we're still running an update, so you're gonna have to bear with us for like 5 minutes. But yeah, thank you for being here. We're taking a break from Persona 5 Royal. We're gonna come back as soon as we finish this. I think it's gonna be really cool, and I'm really excited to come back to Persona 4. I think it's a cool
Yeah, world. I'm so excited to see how they like they fight. I want to know.
Yukiko main, by the way.
I'm really excited for her. I
feel like she's gonna be like ranged combat. I bet you people don't.
We're gonna have to fight each other at one point, you know, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's even possible.
What?
I think it would just be like, I would beat you up over and over again kind of thing. I don't know if you can call it a fight.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Excuse me? I have a PhD in button mashing from the Little Brother School of How to Win Against Older Siblings.
Yeah, and I heard we're supposed to skip the opening credits, so we'll do that. Just doing this update right now.
Spent 2 weeks in a mental health ward after doing something dumb. Was helped by great people. Paying it forward to my favorite streamers.
Tara, holy crap.
Damn, holy crap. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm glad you're doing better. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that something dumb happened, but I'm glad that the help was there. You know? That's awesome.
Damn.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting what we do,
and thank you for supporting you too.
Yeah,
like I'm glad that
yourself.
that's happening.
That's not 50. Yeah, thank you. And chat, if you could show some love as always. I know I don't need to tell you, but
yeah, there's
I
so
appreciate
many.
that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you listen to the music without looking? Yeah, I have a way.
Oh, you have a way.
Well, just right now, not for the intro, but...
Damn.
Blaze! Yes. Arena is easily my favorite Persona spin-off, both in gameplay and in story, and there aren't nearly enough good playthroughs of it on YouTube.
Oh.
Enjoy, guys.
Wow.
I'm so excited to get into this game.
Yeah.
Let's see what the stream says. Let's see.
The saddest thing about it is the console it's on. Our PS3 is on its last legs for sure.
Yeah.
It was really even difficult to navigate the PlayStation Store. Like I might need to replace the hard drive halfway through.
We'll have to figure it out. We're not going right into ULTIMAX. We're doing the arena story first.
Yep.
And then we're gonna do all the ULTIMAX stuff.
Yeah, because we have all the DLC, we have all the extra fighters, all the extra costumes, all the extra music, everything. So it's cool. It's cool. I'm excited for that. But yeah, apparently
Back from the dead.
Oh, Master
Just
Crazy,
had
what
to
up?
come back to this because I'm blind to this, so I'm so excited.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
RJ.
I find that unfortunately Atlas makes these games a little hard to access, but I mean, with Persona 4 Golden on PC, I think that's a great step in the right direction. So who knows, we might see this be re-released on PC or PlayStation 4. Yeah, well, the PlayStation Store isn't that great, and the PS3 PlayStation Store is even worse.
Yeah,
so.
I was like, I was thinking back, and I was just really appreciating the modern leaps in technology we have.
Yeah. I don't know, like I remember when I booted up the PlayStation UI for the first time, it was so like, wow.
Right, the crossbar?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't even think the PS2 had a menu really. You just put the disc in and it went, and you got like those blocks that showed you how many games you played and how much.
Like it did have a menu where you could like do clock or
right, if you
memory
held
card.
A button or something while it was booting up.
No disc.
No disc.
Yeah.
Oh, just no disc.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then, you know, the PS3 booted up with its little like wavy
and
background.
the crescendo of violins,
yeah.
So good. I'm gonna play some more things.
Oh, the first game's available digitally on Xbox One. Cool, Benny. That's good.
P5 Arena that concludes the Katsura Hoshino era of Persona and lay the groundwork for P6 would be great.
Godzilla!
Cool.
I would love to see a P5 fighting game.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Like, why not?
Arc System's most recent thing, they did the Kill la Kill.
Yeah,
right?
Kill la Kill IF.
Man, I would like to play that on stream one day, just for funsies. It's on PC, right?
Yeah, I like Kill la Kill.
Well, I love Kill la Kill, yeah. Such a random, like, all of a sudden Kill la Kill fighting game, you know? Series has been done for like, what, 4 years? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Apparently it was lukewarm.
Hype. I disappeared from the streams cause of my schedule, but I had to stay up just to watch this.
Oh.
I hope you guys and everyone blind in chat like the story as I did when I played. Smiley face.
That's cool. I saw when I was purchasing it in the description, it said it takes place 2 months after the events of Golden, I believe.
Okay.
So very cool. Pretty excited about that. Oh, Kill la Kill is published by ArcSys, wasn't developed. Oh,
small roster. I think I remember reading that, L0.
Oh. The roster's so small. Oh.
So hype for this. I have no clue what to expect from this game, but I am so ready.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I know, like...
Gaming Bro, thank you.
I don't know. Like, I know... I've seen some, like, ArcSys games, man, like... I'm pretty sure the Granblue one was ArcSys, and that was really pretty.
Oh, yeah. The only thing is, like, they did a weird thing with the frame rate to make it look animated, which I don't dig.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was fine.
But man, those cut-ins are so good, though. Like, those little animations and finishers, so good. 2 months after vanilla, but before the golden epilogue.
Much nothing about this game, so this should be really fun to watch. Another baby girl is in this game, so I'm gonna simp.
Debitari!
Thank you.
Thank you.
P4G is not the same game. Sorry. Apparently 2 months after Persona 4, but before the golden epilogue. So yeah, if you haven't, you're gonna get some spoilers here. But hey, Master Crazy, thank you.
RJ. Oh, and happy 15 months.
Hey, time adds up, eh?
It really does.
Just one day at a time, though.
Who could have expected that there'd be an update? None of us.
Hopefully there's not like another one, because this said 1.01. I'm gonna try and boot this if I can. If there's another update, I'm just gonna turn off the internet.
You're gonna turn off the internet?
I'm gonna turn off the internet.
Shut it down.
All of the internet.
No more
everywhere.
internet.
And then be like, take that, PS3. Oh, they hint towards the events of P4A and the golden epilogue. That's interesting. I hadn't played Arena, so I think I missed it.
I had the chance to see all of the P4 extended universe material just in time. P4D was better canon lore than I could have imagined. Konami main when?
Right? I love Konami Mashita.
Konami Mashita.
Konami Mashita. Oh my god. Is it starting?
Is it starting? Do I need to hide the source for a second?
You probably hide the source for a moment.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't think there's anything there. Oh, now installing trophy data. Okay, maybe we're okay.
Hello lads, excited to see this game. It has the perfect mix of good fighting gameplay and unadulterated jank with a hilarious story. Green heart.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited for this.
No replay data.
Let's start.
Okay.
Okay. Man, let's catch up with this and then let's get going.
Lads, my PS3 died and I own both games.
Aww.
Could have sent them to you.
Oh.
SMH.
Aw, thanks, Boohoo.
Thank you, Boohoo. I was going to say Boohoo, but that just sounded rude.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
The world's kind of tumultuous, though, so,
yeah.
you know.
Well, and so is our schedule.
And so is our schedule.
It's hard to say exactly. Like, we knew this for a while, but yeah. I appreciate the thought, though.
I love this game so much.
Aw, yeah.
Simone!
And we got all the DLC with it, so.
Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. I think our hard drive is pretty bonked. Oh, God.
We're not supposed to watch this intro.
No, I know.
This program is Persona 4 Arena ULTIMAX.
Ooh.
I'm just going to quickly reset the gameplay source. Just a moment. Boop.
Is that?
Boop.
That's weird.
Because we're getting a little audio drift. Yukiko! I used that picture for something.
Additional character, Margaret, glasses, titles, icons, all-round cards, P4A story.
So can we expect Nyan ever jumping in for 1v1? At me in Tekken and Dragon Ball Fighters though.
Oh, hey.
John!
Maybe.
Oh, we have no P dollars. This music is great.
Well, I don't know if that was all of the DLC, but cool. So P4A story mode, episode P4.
Oh, experience the story of episode P4. What is that?
I don't know, but I think we're going for P4A story mode, right?
Yeah, P4A.
Yeah, because it's on story.
I'm just gonna play.
I love the music for this game.
Zapic! Thank you for Twitch subscribing.
Thank you. It's gone. Oh, it does work this way. Oh.
Yukiko! Ooh.
CPU will fight you when auto mode is on.
So Clay,
Or
are
fight
you
for
going
you.
to use a
Oh!
DualShock like some kind of NOOB, or are you going to get a fight stick or hitbox like a real fight down game?
Wow.
Suzu!
Callouts. I don't know, man. Probably just stick to this for now. Maybe I'll like put it down like on the thing and I'll use my fingers on the D-pad
and just
like
pretend.
like a real pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a real pro works with what they got,
Joining
you know?
you guys blind for this.
Hey!
Super excited to experience this with you.
Rocky! Yeah. I'm so excited that we're getting to play it. Because I've seen like screenshots from it a bunch when I was looking for like thumbnail stuff.
Thanks, Suzu. Cheers.
And it just looks good. It just looks like it's a good game.
I mean, I think it super makes sense to start with you, though. We should definitely play auto mode as well, right? It's so interesting that they left that.
The arena games are the first Persona games I ever played of the Persona series.
Oh.
I hope everyone enjoys it as much as I did back then.
That's cool. Like, story-wise, it makes no sense, but I guess it doesn't really matter, you know? Whatever gets you in there.
Right?
That's cool.
Like some people, like a lot of people, Crisis Core was their first Final Fantasy game.
So accessible on the PSP. Blue. The floor, the ceiling, the furnishings, everything is blue. It's quite unlike what I normally see throughout my day. And yet my heart is mysteriously calm. I recognize the slight rumbling as an engine and realize that I'm in a car, or rather, someplace I recognize.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Voice acting! We in there.
Yay!
Auto read. This game has auto read.
We don't have
my
to
God.
read! Woo!
The old man with the bizarre face sitting before me makes an expression that appears to be a smile. Sitting quietly next to the old man is a woman as beautiful and delicate as an ice sculpture.
It seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Wait, there were mouth flaps? The Velvet Room. Igor. Even though I'm barely conscious, I remember that this is not the first time I've heard those names. Which, well, awesome, this is auto and it reads well. I see, this is a dream. This happened in the past. I've been in this room before. If my memory is correct, what he says next is, and your next words will be,
exist between dream
and reality, mind and matter. Haha, I already know.
It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. It may be that such a fate awaits you in the near future.
The words I expect to hear fall from the old man's mouth. I'm surprised that I still remember them. Another me. The one not in the dream. Can't help but, damn it.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
I remember this too. When I said my name here, it forged a contract with them. And so I answer. Please don't make me pick my name.
Jeremiah?
You? Narukami. And our detective agency. Barely illegal. When I open my eyes, the light is so blinding that I have to squint. For a moment, I can't figure out where I am, and I look around.
Right. I was on my way back.
I mutter to myself and look out the window. The sky is somewhat cloudy, unfortunately, but the scenery is as peaceful as always. It seems that I fell asleep on the train headed to the countryside where I spent the last year, in Inaba. If I recall correctly, when I first came to that town, it was an afternoon just like this. I dozed off in the same way back then and was summoned to the Velvet Room. That was when Igor said that misfortunes would befall me. And just as he foretold, I was dragged into an outrageous murder mystery. You sure were. Not so much mystery, but anyway. That was no ordinary case. The Midnight Channel, shadows, and personas, the powers of the heart. I saw things that could scarcely be believed. But I made memories there that could never be replaced as well. We gained the powers of personas, and we suffered together. Being persona is suffering. I stood with my friends and the investigation team against these misfortunes and fought alongside them. There's no way I could have overcome such ordeals without their help. After solving the mystery, it was decided that I would leave Inaba around the same time my parents would be returning from overseas. It's been about 2 months since I last saw them all, as they were saying goodbye to me at the train station. I had decided to stay at the Dojima residence during Golden Week so that I could spend the holiday with my friends. Of course, my uncle was happy to hear this, and his only granddaughter, Nanako, should be glad to see me too.
It. I still haven't picked up Yosuke's gift.
Granddaughter.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oops, my bad. It was supposed to be something special after all. Actually, I'd received a call from Teddy, one of my investigation team friends, this morning. The details of the conversation are a bit confusing. Oh no, granddaughter.
She's a granddaughter.
Hello? Is this Sensei?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really sorry to bring this up, but I forgot to tell you something very important.
Hey,
Bear
I
pun
missed
counter.
Teddy.
1. What's funny is that there's 2 filters on this. There's not only the flashback echo, but there's also the cell phone crunch.
Right?
So it makes it like extra crunchy.
I have a special request for the souvenirs I'm sure you'll be bringing your bear's friend.
2. Teddy, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to tell people what you want to bring them as a souvenir. Anyways, you know what I mean, as a souvenir. I already have souvenirs for everyone, but oh well. Sure enough, Teddy was only asking for some snacks that aren't sold in Inaba, so it wasn't much trouble. But there was one problem.
Oh, and one more thing. Can I ask you to pick up something for Yosuke too?
I was planning on bringing something for everyone anyway.
Oh wow, mouth flaps.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Well, Yosuke's been down in the dumps after his mommy burned his favorite nurse.
Wait, nurse?
What?
What?
She was what I called scorching hot. Just kidding.
A nurse?
Right?
Come on, Sensei. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
His nurse magazine with the chest examinations and the bear behind.
Oh my god!
I see. And you expect me to buy him a replacement?
So, yeah. So this feels like an episode of The Simpsons or something where like Homer goes to buy a porno mag and somehow ends up in some sort of crazy stand fight tournament. Like that's just how the chain of events leads.
Of course, silly. People coming to visit are supposed to bring presents.
All right. Oh, I was planning to head back tomorrow, but since we're meeting up early, I decided to go back today. Can you pass that on to everyone?
Aha! Then the sexy nurses will be arriving even sooner. It'll be like, Sensei, we have an emergency patient. Yusuke will be so happy.
Oh my god.
Okay then, we'll be waiting for you.
I miss these goofballs. I'm a little worried now. I hope he isn't telling everyone something that would give them the wrong idea. Well, I should just call again once I get there.
Nurses, huh?
Oops, sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to pick one up for him. How can I put it? I'd feel bad for Yosuke if I gave him that magazine and every time he opened it, his friend's face kept popping up in his head. And I have to think Yosuke has his pride too. He doesn't need me buying him this stuff. Then again, this is Yosuke we're talking about. I'm sure he'll understand if I explain my reasoning. Probably.
Now pulling into Yaso Inaba. This will be the last stop. Yaso Inaba.
Yeah, train man. No, Yosuke, I don't want your giant box of porn. Keep it to yourself.
Oh.
End of the line already. It looks like I'd been asleep for a lot longer than I thought. Just as that thought came to me, a certain worry crossed my mind. If I had the dream of the Velvet Room, did that mean I was going to be dragged into another adventure? Nah, I shouldn't think about such things. I'm overthinking it. Igor had said, I'm delighted to make your acquaintance after all. So it's nothing but a dream. It's quite misleading since I've had dreams of being summoned to the room, ever since. The train begins to slow and I take that as my cue to gather my belongings from the luggage rack above me. When the train comes to a complete stop, the doors open. Even the smell of the wind evokes a sense of nostalgia. I think I'm getting a little too sentimental. I step out to the platform with a wry smile. Oh, sure.
Oh, neat.
Boop.
That's a noise.
I'm standing in front of the train station, but this town is as quiet as it's always been. I realize the sun has started to set and the orange sky envelops the world.
What should I do?
Today is May 2nd. According to the calendar, the latter half of the holidays will begin tomorrow. I told Tojima-san that I was going to arrive today, but it seems he's been too busy with work to come get me. Ryotaro Dojima. He's my uncle. I stayed with him last year. He's the detective with the Inaba police, and he's been raising his elementary school-aged granddaughter Nanako by himself. It seems that he was suddenly contacted by a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department regarding last year's case and will have to work late. What happened last year was very serious, so that may be why this has come up. He shouldn't have worried about it. I recall how apologetic he sounded over the phone and can't help from smiling. I told him that I knew the way over from the station, but a bag packed with necessities and souvenirs for everyone turns out to be quite a load. Nanako must be waiting for me alone at the house, so I want to get there as soon as possible too. To be honest, I don't know when the bus will come. Maybe we should just call for a taxi. But as I'm thinking this...
Nanako?
Big bro!
Hey,
She's the same!
it is Nanako! There's no way I'd mistake her.
You came to meet me all on your own?
Why did she come to the station all by herself? True, the Dojima residence is within walking distance, but it couldn't have been easy for her. And even though it's still light out right now, it will get dark soon, and the country roads are barely lit. What would she have done if I hadn't been here? I'm about to voice my concerns, but Nanako sounds slightly proud when she says,
Don't worry, Dad knows about it. He gave me money for the bus. He said he couldn't make it, so I came instead. Welcome back, big bro. I wanted to see you so much.
"Aww."
Thanks. I'm happy to see you again, too.
I see. She must have wanted to show me that she's grown up too. She is around that age after all. For a moment, I'm surprised that Dojima-san let her do this. That's really sweet, actually.
Right.
But I can kind of imagine what kind of conversation took place. Nanako had always been a capable girl, but over the past year, her housekeeping skills have improved greatly, and she's proven herself to be very reliable. She takes the lead in many things within the house, and even Dojima-san can't compete with her sometimes. It's true. Like, honestly, if you had Nanako living alone for a month and then Dojima living alone for a month, like, Dojima's house would basically burn down.
Yeah.
I can easily imagine that scene in my mind. The game wants you to imagine a lot of things on your own, apparently. And it's true that I'm glad someone came to welcome me. I take Nanako's hand as we begin walking.
Standing around here. What's in the fridge at home?
Lots. Dad and I bought a ton of stuff since you were coming to visit.
Nice.
Pudding.
Flan? If Nanako says so, then he really must have bought a lot. Dojima-san did say he'd pick up dinner for us, but if that's the case, maybe I should put together something to go with it. I ask Nanako what she wants to eat, and she looks back with a twinkle in her eyes.
Are you gonna cook dinner? Ooh, I want to help.
Nanako and I make small talk while we walk through Inaba for the first time in a little while. Being here like this makes me feel as if I've gone back in time to a year ago. After we get back to the Dojima home, I hurry and unpack my belongings before heading to the kitchen. Nanako helps me out as diligently as she had claimed earlier. The way she mixes the eggs seems more skillful than before. You're such a good girl, Nanako.
Aww.
Aww. Isn't that right, chat?
Good evening. This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd. Our top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
The TV in the living room echoes through the house. The TV was on quite often in this house. It basically raised Nanako. When I first came to Inaba, Nanako was practically being raised by the television. Yeah, I played P4. I know what happened. You okay over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed we got a ping in streamer DMs that I hadn't read.
Oh, actually, my Discord isn't even up. I forgot that. My bad.
Yeah, I only noticed it like just now, and I was like, uh-oh. What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
There had been an odd sense of distance between us around that time. She hadn't started calling me Big Bro, and we didn't cook together like we are now. I got logged out of Discord for some reason. That's bizarre. Oh, well. Let me know if I need anything.
Apparently we're not supposed to do this first.
What, really?
That's what one of the things is. Don't do Monsieur's Narukami story first.
Oh. Well,
that's what I was distracted by.
I don't know. Most people in chat seem to be okay with it, so I assume it's not that grave of a sin. Oh, well. It's the little things that bring back memories. Right when we were done making dinner, Dojima-san arrived with some deluxe sushi. Nanako quickly gets up and rushes to the door. She seems so happy when Dojima-san comes home. Oh! Look at her cute little chopsticks! Dojima-san apologizes about the sudden increase in his workload, and then we all sit to the table and begin eating. Being here like this makes me feel like the 2 months I was gone never happened at all. There's a warm atmosphere as if I've always been a part of this family and have lived here with them for my entire life. You really have, as far as the game's concerned. Like, this is your family. You don't have any other family. I thanked both of them from deep in my heart, and after I give them the souvenirs I bought for them, we enjoy chatting with each other as a family. So sweet. Whoa! Catherine calendar! That's fun.
This is your room?
I think so,
Obviously, yeah. There's a Jack Frost there.
And the goodest girl on the front.
Yeah.
Another familiar room. This is the room that was prepared for me on the second floor of the Dojima residence. Nanako fell asleep from the excitement, and after carrying her to the room, I tell my uncle that I'm going to bed as early as well, since I have plans. Man, you really need to do like a little wire management in his room, like that extension cord just chilling out, not against the wall or whatever. Bugs me. Not okay. It's not okay. All he said was, okay. I'm a little perplexed by this, but I have my suspicions, and as I open the door to my old room, it seems I was right. The room is no different than it had been when I was living here. It's exactly the same as when it was when I left Inaba. I close the door with a feeling of wistfulness. As I sit down on my sofa, thinking about my uncle's thoughtfulness, I sigh from the exhaustion of a long journey. I'll be able to see my friends tomorrow. Considering that there's still several days left in this holiday, it may be nice to leave early tomorrow and go to visit the shopping district.
It's raining.
The time is just before midnight. In mere moments, it'll be a new day. Whenever it rains at night, I keep checking the time. While I spent the last year in Inaba, I was always checking for the Midnight Channel, which was popular urban legend here in Inaba. It's a bad habit of mine, even when I'm not here. If you look at a turned off TV at midnight on a rainy night, you will see your soulmate. Discovering that this rumor was actually true was the first reason why I became involved in the murder investigation last year. But the person who actually appears on the Midnight Channel isn't your soulmate. It's the next victim. After discovering this, we all nervously sat before our TVs on rainy nights in order to solve the case.
That brings back some memories. Nothing will show anymore, though.
Or...
Will nothing really appear, though? I suddenly have doubts. Why would I think that? After we solved that case, we all confirmed that the Midnight Channel wasn't appearing anymore. The empty screen stays silent. So why?
Just in case.
It's not going to turn on. There's no way. The more I think about it, the more I feel my resolve fading. I peer into the TV screen as if something is drawing me into it. The only thing I see is the reflection in the dark glass of the CRT television. Or so I thought. I love that style of writing.
Right?
Or so I thought.
They are friends, yet powerful foes.
Subtitles!
A desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men.
Oh my god.
Come on down.
Oh, yes.
Touches his precious Nanako. The sister complex keeping still. You Narukami.
What's that?
Wage slave in the boonies by
Yes!
day, hero by night. Captain Resentable, Yosuke Hamura.
Everything you force me has got to go.
A spunky dragon with deadly legs. The carnivore who's discarded womanhood.
The carnivore who's discarded. Oh no!
Please escort me to the
Yes.
ring, my
Why is
prince.
everyone okay with these names?
Unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi.
I'll finish you in one strike.
Oh my
Gloomy
god.
noses and bulging muzzles. The blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi.
Beefcake!
The body of a child, the brain of a genius.
She's not the body of a child.
Killjoy detective.
Killjoy detective! 2000 IQ! Yes!
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end.
2000 IQ!
Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought. The battle begins tonight.
Wow!
I love it.
Right? The sister complex kingpin.
What?
No one touches his precious Nanako.
Sister complex kingpin
Bin
of
of
steel?
steel? Hell yeah, man. Was that me? Sister complex kingpin of steel. I'm impressed. There's so much wrong with that phrase, I don't know where to begin. No, I shouldn't be thinking about that. Those words aren't the problem here. I hurry to make sure the TV isn't plugged in. That was the Midnight Channel. What it was actually showing was rather ridiculous, but thinking back, everything the Midnight Channel showed last year didn't make much sense either. I'm suddenly gripped by tension. If the Midnight Channel's appearing again, I have to find out why. I pull out my cell phone and search for Yosuke's number.
H. Hanamura Yosuke.
Oh my god. I quickly hit the call button. Does everyone know about this? Is everyone aware that the Midnight Channel is still being broadcasted? Do they know that it's showing us? And that we've been given taglines that can only be described as uncharitable?
Hello, this is Yosuke.
Yosuke?
It's nothing. I just freaked out when you called all of a sudden. Yeah, that's it. What's up? Hey, when do you want to meet?
My face hurts. I can tell what's going on just by the sound of his voice. Yosuke knows about what's happened on the Midnight Channel just now, and he's trying to hide that from me. Considering that I've been out of Inaba for a while, I bet he's trying to keep me from worrying about it. There's no need for him to be concerned about that. Then again, I can only understand how he feels. I'm his friend after all.
That's not why I was calling. I saw the Midnight Channel. You saw it too, right?
I can easily hear Yosuke panic on the other side of the phone. He's probably surprised that I saw the Midnight Channel when I shouldn't even be in Inaba right now. He was thinking that the Midnight Channel is now appearing on a national TV network. Looks like Teddy didn't tell him after all.
Did Teddy not tell you? Since we're meeting up early tomorrow, I decided to come today. I figured you wouldn't think I could have seen it, so I gave you a call.
Well, I assumed you weren't here yet, so I didn't want to rely on you.
Aww.
You haven't changed. So how about it? You're not gonna leave this be, are you, Captain Resentiment?
I don't even know what that means.
Can you look that word up, please?
Yeah. Because I bet it's funny.
Oh my god.
R-E-S-S-E-N-T-I-M-A-N-T. A psychological state arising from suppressed feelings of envy and hatred that cannot be acted upon, frequently resulting in some sort of self-abasement.
Wow. Wow. That is a very specific word that works very well here.
Yeah.
Why'd you zero in on that part? Did you see how they called you a sister complex kingpin?
Of steel?
Of steel.
Mine's not that bad.
You think? Oh, I ought to tell you, that program's not the only strange thing lately. Teddy, Rise, and Kanji aren't here either. They disappeared.
For a moment, I'm at a loss for words. Not only has the Midnight Channel come back on, we've lost contact with 3 of our friends. I had a bad feeling about this. I can't believe those two things are unrelated.
All right,
yeah.
we should get together tomorrow like we planned.
Yeah, at the Jeunesse food court. Welcome back, partner.
Hey. I'm suddenly reminded that I haven't even greeted Yosuke yet. I finally feel the sense of worry fade a little, and I answer with a smile.
Good to be here.
No matter what has happened, our friends may be in danger. If that's so, then there's only one thing to do. Speaking of things I have to do.
Right. Sorry to say, I forgot to pick up your souvenir.
A souvenir? Don't even worry about it, man.
You sure? I thought you were really looking forward to it. Those nurses.
Nurses?
Those nurses. I had a feeling he wouldn't get it if I didn't tell him flat out. This is rather hard to bring up, but oh well.
Teddy asked me to get it for you. He said you were crushed that they got burned.
Oh, wait, this is all...
I didn't know you were into nurses.
Shut up! That's enough! Damn it, you're trying to wind me up, aren't you? Stay home, you jerk.
But I'm already here. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh my god. What a guy. At least it seems like he understands about a souvenir. In any case, the preparations have been made. Tomorrow, I'll meet with everyone, sort through whatever information we have on the situation. If we have to, we'll go back to into that world. It'd be best if this was all just in our imaginations. But unfortunately, we know that the Midnight Channel wouldn't have appeared without a reason. I should make sure I'm ready for tomorrow and get some rest. It's good. And if you guys haven't left a like for the Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel main,
Your Jeunesse.
I'd appreciate it. This place is lively as always. I look across the food court on Junesse's roof for the first time in a while. Even though there aren't many people in Inaba, this place is exceptionally crowded. Plus, because it's Golden Week as well, I feel like it's busier than usual. I happen to run into Yosuke at the elevators. We briefly greet each other. Guys are weird like that. The closer we are, the more simple our interactions are when we meet each other face to face. The two of us step out to the food court and we immediately find Yukiko and Chie. They wave back at us from the bench we're sitting on.
See you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you! The guest of honor's finally here! You're looking well.
Is she different?
Welcome back.
I don't think so.
Should we...
Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing. He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it? But I'm glad you came.
We chat some more while we all sit down. Then Yosuke stands up, clears his throat loudly. He's probably been waiting for the right moment to say something. He hasn't mentioned anything to me, but I can easily guess what he's about to say. Yeah, this game actually has the same issue as P4 Dance, where it's like the text on some of the backgrounds is a bit...
As light on light there, it's hard to see.
Yeah. We all look towards Yosuke.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return, I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back!
The team is back!
Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up. Yeah, let's do this!
I don't think the applause is necessary.
Why not? It's been 2 months since we last saw each other after all. Chie and Yukiko start chuckling when I shrug. And though Yosuke seems saddened at that, he still ends up laughing along as well. Man, Yosuke and Yusuke, I keep flipping back and forth because of games, and it's
yes.
It's a relief to see that they're the same as always. But because of that, it makes me worried even more about the friends that aren't here right now. We can't start slacking off. We begin to sort through the information that we know about.
Let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter. No one's heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those three, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff. She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her. She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here too.
If she has a reason for not being here, and we can still contact her, then Naoto should be fine. That leaves Teddy, Rise, and Kanji. Not hearing back from them after an entire day has passed isn't normal at all. The relationship between their sudden disappearances and the reappearance of the Midnight Channel last night disturbs me.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
Sure was.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here. Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
Chie seems pretty angry about it. Many of the locals know about the rumor of the Midnight Channel. In other words, this troubling broadcast has already been seen by who knows how many people. And from what I've been told, the moment Chie tried to ask another student about the Midnight Channel, the other girl ran away with a look of fear in her face. It's no surprise that Chie would be angry. Still,
what bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
Yeah, we can't find him.
This smells fishy. Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
That's right, go inside the TV. Out of everything, that was the element that shook our common sense the most out of everything we experienced last year. Actually, the murders in last year's events happened in another world inside the television. This world is filled with monsters called shadows that are born from people's hearts. Because my friends and I gained personas, the power to defeat these shadows, we were able to enter the TV screens and fight them.
Won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
Teddy, I need an exit. But even we persona users would find it extremely difficult to leave that world on our own. In order to come back, we need the exit TV that our friend Teddy was capable of creating.
Not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Look at you, all prepared.
I mean, think about it. What if we were half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
Scary thought.
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go investigate.
Yukiko sweats. Yeah. No matter what the reason, it's reassuring to know that we have an exit strategy ready for us. To be honest, I almost fell into it the first time it appeared in my room after all.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
We all share a look to confirm our intentions. All of them nod back. I can see the seriousness in their eyes. Even though there was a 2-month gap since I last saw them, they still continue to put their trust in me. I feel a slight sense of pride as I stand up from the bench. The large screen TV in the electronics department is directly below the food court, and that was the entrance we always used last year.
Come on.
All right. It's a holiday, so the store's full of people.
The other one. Well, it's a bit more pricey.
Feel like things are picking up around town.
That's enough. It's time to go. Oh, Mom. Hello. All the models are on sale right now.
You know, it's been a while since last time.
I'm a little nervous. Whoa! Wait! There are still people in this aisle!
Hey! Get ready!
Huh?
The customers are going away!
Go!
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I break out, I eat. Oh. That was a good time for that.
Let's go!
Has everyone gone to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah. No, wait, I have to pee!
Isn't this different from usual?
Whoa.
What do we do? What can we do? We can't stop now.
I hear a voice. It's a woman's voice. It sounds familiar to me. This voice is...
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I love her.
I don't sense that distinctive floating feeling that I usually have when I enter the TV world. When I concentrate, I realize that I must be sitting in a chair. The moment I open my eyes, I see a vibrant blue, the Velvet Room. I visited this place an untold number of times last year, and once more in my dreams yesterday. I never thought I'd return to this place.
It's not a dream this time? What's going on? Didn't my contract end already?
Igor, who usually sits front and center, is nowhere to be seen. The one to greet me is the woman with silver hair, Margaret. Could this be a personal summoning then? My headcanon. They're no longer called booty calls. They're called personal summonings.
Personal summonings?
Hey man, why do you keep checking your phone? I just got a personal summoning.
Yeah, I'm looking to personally summon somewhere.
Oh my god. That happened a few times last year too. Margaret smiles as if she senses my suspicions.
This room is tied to your fate. Nothing that occurs here is meaningless.
That's what they always say. But it's never true!
Though you reached an end to one journey, you now find yourself here again. This shows that you will once again be faced with a question.
A question? And something really is going on?
Another mystery has appeared, and we are about to be dragged into it again.
From here on, what befalls you will upset your status quo.
Whoa.
It is true that you've opened the door once already, but all things change. Nothing ever remains the same. What you gained before will change over time as well. You will have to face them once again.
Face them? Again?
The first thing that Margaret's words stir up in my mind is the sight of my friends' smiling faces. Is that going to change? No, that can't be true. And face them again? That's impossible. Once I wake up and leave this room, I should still be with my friends. There's no need to jump to conclusions, but Margaret appears to have anticipated my thoughts and smiles while narrowing her eyes.
Show me how you will proceed down the path that awaits beyond the door you've opened.
My vision wavers, and the blue light before me vanishes quickly. Wait, I still need to know what you mean by those words! Oh. Damn. Ooh, wow.
I don't like.
Where am I?
Yeah, those portraits.
Don't like that.
I think this is the music club room, but it's like really spooky.
That's Beethoven back there.
Where did I get thrown to when I left that blue room? The scenery is so unexpected that I'm at a loss. This is a school. It's the music room of Yasogami High. I attended this school with my friends until recently. There's no mistaking it. When I entered the TV together, we entered the TV together, so why am I here? No, that's not right.
No, wait. This has to be the TV world.
There's graffiti on the ground. Shoes placed like they're for some kind of ritual. Oh my god, I didn't see the shoes.
Yeah, they're praising the piano.
The eerily shining eyes of the portraits on the wall. The more carefully I look, the more I realize that this place is not the real Yasogami High. Most of all, I sense no warmth from this place like I always did from the students who would come and go from here.
Right? This is creepy.
This is a fake! It's definitely not the school I attended. But what happened to turn the world inside the TV to this? On top of that, we entered the TV from our usual entrance, but I ended up in a completely different place.
This has never happened before.
I also realize my friends aren't with me either. Did we somehow get separated? I start to feel chills down my spine and look around.
Hello! Sorry for the wait.
Uh-oh.
Greetings, boys and girls of Yasogami. The P1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
Yeah?
There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out. Tell us how you really feel.
What the?
A P1 Grand Prix. I shout out questions, but she doesn't answer. This is Rise Kujikawa, one of our friends on the investigation team that we couldn't contact. Does she not hear me, or is she choosing not to respond? As I ask this, I hear different voices echoing as well. I look around in surprise. These voices, it's not just from 1 or 2 people. I see countless students staring at me from the hallways, the entrance, everywhere I turn.
May I have your attention, please? I, Rosette, will be your commentator. But first, the General has a few words for you all.
Oh, the General. What's going on? Why are there so many people inside the TV world? Before I can think of any answers, Rise makes another announcement, and as if on cue, the monitor in the music room turns on. What appeared on it was Teddy. He was wearing a strange hat and cape, just like he did on the Midnight Channel last night. First Rise and now Teddy? What are they doing?
You're all here now. Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix!
Woo! It's the same as well. That's the same bizarre tournament that was shown on the Midnight Channel. Then, is Teddy really the one behind all this insanity?
What's going on here? We came to look for you and Rise and...
Always with the talking, Sensei. It's a big waste of time. Less talk and more fighting. With the next challenger, come on down.
Actual gameplay?
Actual gameplay?
Wait, this game has gameplay? No one told me. Teddy looks away and makes a dismissive gesture. Smoke suddenly bursts out from underneath me and robs me of any visibility. Of course, no gameplay. Is there someone beyond that white curtain? Eventually, my field of vision begins to clear. I keep my guard up, expecting anything. But who should appear but Yosuke? Though I hadn't expected to run into him like this, I'm relieved to see that he's safe. Teddy did say something about a challenger just a moment ago. I recall that the P1 Grand Prix that appeared on the Midnight Channel looked a lot like some kind of fighting competition. Wait, am I supposed to fight Yosuke now? That's not funny at all.
They're expecting you and me to fight.
Looks like. Sheesh, what's Teddy thinking?
Yeah, right?
Starting that up already? I won't let you get all buddy-buddy with each other. These battles are fought to the death. Only the victor can proceed.
This joke's gone on far enough, Teddy. We're not gonna play along with that.
I look over at Yosuke, hoping that he would agree with me. But Yosuke did not appear interested in what I had to say.
Really? I guess you should declare me the winner then. Yosuke? What? You don't plan on fighting, right? That means I win by default.
Default! 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 It was not what I was expecting to hear. What's gone into you, Yosuke? Do you have some kind of reason to be talking like this? I can't figure out what's going on. Yosuke continued to speak in a carefree manner and said something that I simply cannot believe.
But is that okay with you? I mean, since Nanako-chan's here at all?
What?
Nanako's here?
Here?
Wait, really? You haven't seen her? She's with Teddy.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
I saw Nanako back at the house when I left this morning. And even then, Nanako can't enter the TV world on her own. But she's in this world? I can't believe it for a moment. But what if it's true? Just coming into this world can tire a person out very quickly. On top of that, if someone who can't use a persona comes in here, it can sometimes even be fatal.
Yosuke, where's Nanako?
Whoa, what's gotten into you, partner? No need to get hysterical.
He's the sister complex kingpin of steel. What don't you understand?
Why are you so calm about this? You know what happened to her last time she came here.
Nanako did come into this world once last year. It was not something any one of us would have wanted to happen. That was the start of a whole chain of events. Remembering them is heart-wrenching even now. And yet, no, even then, it might be wrong for me to lash out at Yosuke for the way he's acting. Calm down. I need to think straight here. All Yosuke said was that he saw her with Teddy. Then was Nanako brought here by Teddy? If he's the leader of this
Yosuke,
tournament?
be straight with me. Are you sure Nanako's with Teddy?
Chat's gonna eat that up.
I know, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say she's probably still with him. Man, are you all right? Are you that worried about Nanako-chan? It's no wonder people look at you funny, thinking you have a sister complex.
Wow.
The sense of wrongness that I've been feeling this whole time is getting even stronger. True, Yosuke may say some insensitive things, but mostly that's because he reads too much into the situation and becomes outspoken. He's not the type of guy who enjoys making hurtful remarks like
Yosuke,
this.
Are you alright?
Huh? What are you talking about? I should be the one saying that to you. She's not even your real sister. All that big bro stuff really creeps me out.
Oh.
Was a while ago that I saw her. It's probably too late to save her now. You know how things went last year, after all.
Yosuke.
He's definitely not the Yosuke I know.
No.
Yosuke is my friend. He wouldn't be so callous as that. At least, I thought so up until now. He was the one who had to face the pain of losing someone he cared about when the murders first started last year. I can't hate him for accidentally mentioning someone who was dead. But the way he's acting, he's doing this on purpose. I silently draw my sword and face Yosuke.
You'll get your fight.
Oh.
What? Dude, what are you saying? You told me you'd let me win by default.
To be honest, I was thinking that this Yosuke before me was some kind of fake. I even wondered if something had happened to him, and Yosuke's shadow had appeared again in this world. But this wrongness that I keep sensing is nothing like that at all. This probably is the real Yosuke, and the strangest I feel is because these words really are coming out of the mouth of someone I never thought would say them. If
I don't
so,
know
then
if you're being controlled or if there's something else going on here. Either way, you must understand the best way to resolve the situation.
there's no way to tell if what I'm saying is getting through to him at all. But if I want to figure out what's going on, I'll just have to fall for this trap once.
But I'm gonna go all out. No hard feelings.
Full force.
Huh? All that talk and you're gonna fight against your partner after all? Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started. Ready?
But I don't know how to play. Place a bookmark? Sure. I know we probably have a ton of stuff. That was a long plot train.
Yeah, super long plot train. That was kind of cool.
Final.
Ooh.
Can they turn this into a victory?
Wow, you getting him. Uh-oh.
Okay, I think it's like a hold back to block kind of game.
I love his kunai.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa. Oh, you got burst. Oh, you don't got burst anymore. I'm gonna play things.
Yeah, for sure.
Simone, thank you for becoming one of us.
Oh, got him.
Oh my, they lost.
Okay. I think I'm getting it. I've never played BlazBlue or any real, like, ArcSys games. What was that it? Oh, man. Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. We're right back.
Should I play things while you're gone?
Yeah, for sure.
You won't get to hear them.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll read them.
Really excited for this. I
Elixir.
love ArcSys games and have been a
Elixir.
huge fan of BlazBlue ever since Calamity Trigger. Never played P40 though.
Yexler! See, okay, I watched like some BlazBlue stuff because I really like how the UI in that looks. It's so good. Enjoy your 20 seconds of gameplay, right? I have to go P2. I was holding it. I'm still gonna hold it.
Hope you enjoy this game. Used to play these religiously and daily. It also got me into fighting games like BlazBlue and Smash.
Trilight! So this was your gateway to the fighting games. Man, that was sort of like Soul Calibur. I played Soul Calibur and then I wanted more games like that, but I couldn't really find any when I was young. Trilight, thank you for becoming one of us.
Hey, thank you. Eh. Yeah, well, I'm inside the TV, Scubby. There's only so many places to pee.
This is the game that got me into Persona and SMT games.
Seems like that for a
I
lot of
picked it
people.
up because of the cover and it came with an inflatable teddy.
What?
what?
That's so good.
That's so cool. I'm jelly.
Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep that up and zoom on ahead!
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this? Teddy, about Nanako.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me.
Oh my god. I really hope that she's a fighter.
But I think you should hurry.
The monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako, but he did seem to have been expecting me to ask about her. I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in the receding tide. No, they didn't look like students anymore. There's something inhuman, just taking the shape of students. I was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seems like their true forms were coming through. They look like silhouettes. Could they be shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Are you alright?
I walked towards where Yosuke lies, collapsed on the ground, and gave him my hand to help him up.
Ow! Couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Yosuke grimaces in pain as he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any injuries. That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that I'd actually hurt him. But once we got a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changes.
That aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
What's this about nurses?
He likes maids too, okay?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face?
Oh.
Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down and we go over what he thought had happened before the fight. We learned that our memories of each other are that our memories of what each of us had been saying didn't match up at all. According to Yosuke, it seems that I'd been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Yosuke was so heated up over what I'd supposedly said that he almost went into graphic detail, but I stopped him before things went too far. I mean, really, it's best for both of us if we pretended this had never happened. But thanks to our conversation after the battle, I've come to realize something. If we'd been hearing each other say things neither of us had been meaning to say, then...
Let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yosuke's at a loss for words. He had no idea what I was talking about, just as I thought. Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I had heard Yosuke saying before the fight was something that Yosuke couldn't possibly have said. This only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. What I had heard wasn't what Yosuke had meant to say. I don't know how, but something else had made Yosuke say those words even if he didn't know he was saying them. That reminds me, Teddy on the screen had said that I needed to get him if I wanted to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy had done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Nanako is good friends with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if Teddy wanted to kidnap Nanako, it's certainly possible he could have. I want to go home at once and to check to make sure she's okay, but I have no idea where I am. Even worse, Teddy holds the means of returning to the real world. There's no way out of here unless I find Teddy on my own.
Yeah, well, be careful.
Aw, be careful. I'm worried about you. Do your best. I sense a lot of emotions behind those words. Yes, I know that now I'm hearing the real Yosuke. I take Yosuke's cheering me onto heart and leave him in the music room. Teddy said that only the winner could go on in this tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie. Yosuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusting me to sort it all out and lets me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he couldn't help me out. I could just be jumping to conclusions here. After all, Teddy did say that was the rule. We don't have any proof either way. Well, I might as well see what he meant by that. I stop walking and turn back to Yosuke.
One last thing about those nurses.
Ah, quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yosuke turns bright red and rushes towards me, flailing wildly in an attempt to stop me from finishing. And... there's a painful sounding noise as he runs into something invisible and slowly slides to the floor.
What is this?
They're so mean.
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
It looks like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's likely that every time one of these battles happens here, the winners will get sorted out this way. That's annoying.
I see how it works now. Thanks.
If Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako, there's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it? Hey, don't wear yourself out, all right?
I turn away as Yosuke shouts at me. Not to worry, Yosuke. I give him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. At that moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crash over me. I'm surprised that this is happening without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well. Velvet room? Nice.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I'd been leaving the music room, but now I'm sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. This room is truly mysterious. But why would she summon me like this? Margaret sees my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired.
Don't
The misfortune
tell me
that
that.
has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A
Okay.
trial?
Of the dragon!
I want to know the details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never reveal everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices their guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask her anything.
I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
Aww. This shine she speaks of, could it be about my ability to use personas?
Yes, that is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart. By forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
Yes. That may be true.
You may be more conscious of that fact than most because you hold the power of the wild card.
Margaret's voice fades away as she answers me.
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds. How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
Ooh. Yeah, her voice is so good, Allison.
When I open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. I turn around and see the door to the music room close behind me. I was only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit. There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret had told me.
Huh?
Even though the people of the Velvet Room avoid saying much, what little they do have to say always has meaning. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her, but she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart.
That hallway's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Do we literally have like 60 seconds of gameplay in this entire like first episode right now? In any case, I need to concentrate on the case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I haven't read this much since like Ace Attorney.
Right?
I must proceed. Though this bizarre place looks nothing like the Yasogami High I attended, the building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what's happening. But I'd heard Risei's voice over the school's PA system before my fight with Yosuke. If this school works anything like the real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Risei are.
Maybe the announcement room.
But of course, things aren't that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in my way wherever I go. It seems that some of these walls don't let anyone through, no matter if they won or lost their fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for me.
I feel like I'm being led somewhere.
I like how, like, you read it and then they just say it. Like,
right? Yeah, Chad's saying it's like 70 to 80% visual novel, the rest is fighting game, L0. Nice.
I stop for a moment in the hallway out of the practice building and mutter to myself while I look around. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment...
You there! You're one of them participants in that Grand Prix thing, right?
Oh my god.
Harley Quinn!
A voice that I don't recognize at all breaks me from my reverie. I instinctively jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
Oh my god. I turn and see a girl that I've never seen before. She was part of that crowd. No, she looks like a real person. She was caught by surprise when I suddenly pointed my weapon at her. Although she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. She kind of reminds me of, like, Yu Narukami was a really hot girl.
Right? With red eyes.
Right? How bold of her.
It's our femc.
Yeah, right? That may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crosses my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me. I sheath my sword and remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh?
Oh.
You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval.
Oh.
All right, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
I'm trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me. Who in the world is this girl? She's wearing a Yasogami High uniform. She said something about the student council. But I don't recognize her. You don't encounter people here in this world that often. If a person is here, then they're either a persona user
Why are
or...
you here, by the way? Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
That's right. I might have put it a little differently. But if she can't enter a TV herself, the only possibility is that someone threw her in here. That was what happened. What was happening in the murders from last year.
TV? What kind of nonsense is that?
She's not aware of it. But if she was a persona user, I don't see why she'd hide that fact. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this. Then does that mean she is a victim after all? I carefully choose my words to avoid provoking the girl and introduce myself.
Narukami. I was a second year at Yasogami High until last year.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
Oh no, this is kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
Yeah.
Equipment?
Never mind. Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
The student council president? If I'm remembering correctly, the student council elections should have taken place just before the holidays. I have no knowledge of who won any of those elections since I'd left Inaba before they took place. That reminds me, I didn't have any friends either. This girl may very well be the president. No reason to believe or not believe her.
It's your turn to spill. You said you ain't in the tournament because you want to be. And what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
I feel that if I don't explain things very clearly to her, it will only provoke her further. But trying to tell her everything about what's going on here will only confuse her. I leave out the fact that this place is inside a television and tell her about the other things that are going on. First, I tell her about Teddy, that a friend of mine is likely the one who set up this tournament. Second, that I encountered some of my friends who were dragged into this as well, but they were acting strangely. And third, that my cousin Nanako is still in elementary school and may have been dragged into this mess. The girl calling herself the student council president seems skeptical while I talk, but eventually she sighs.
So if I got this right, you didn't start this, but your friend did. Well, you don't seem like you're lying.
It seems that she's somehow grasped the gist of what I was trying to say. I thanked her out of politeness, but she laughs and asks why I'm thanking her. There's still one more difficult task at hand. How do I make her understand that all of this is within another world, one accessed by going through a TV screen? She still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in danger. I have to get her out of this world no matter what. Where'd that sound come from?
Hey, that sounded like it came from the gym. I ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
We called her our cousin.
I did?
Yeah, we're like, our cousin's in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, we'll get you, sis.
Yes, sis. We both start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. I'm surprised to see that this Miss President is keeping pace right beside me. Just standing still in this world would be strenuous for a normal person, but she doesn't even seem out of breath. She's quite impressive. I take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me.
Hey, good job running. I really appreciate how good you run.
You want to play 3 things?
3 things?
Yeah.
I can play 3 things.
You guys are going to enjoy the twists and surprises that will occur in the game, along with scenes that repeat. But hope still you enjoy it.
Joey Jambo!
I will definitely glaze over the scenes that repeat.
Thank you. I'm excited to see where this game goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And we walked into the Shaft classroom, clearly.
Oh, the Shaft classroom. They love desks, don't they?
They love chairs on chairs.
Funny story, I got this at bargain price for PS3.
Nice!
Never played it, but my nephew enjoyed it.
Where's Fantasy Fan?
Bargain bins, the original Steam sale.
Oh my god, right?
Yeah.
Steam Summer Sale going on right now.
I wonder if they still have those like Walmart bins. I wouldn't mind pulling some treasures out of it.
Oh, some treasures, some buried treasures.
Wait, you talks. What is this blasphemy? But I actually really like that he has a semblance of a personality now. Finally.
Debbie Tari!
He's got more personality than most people can handle.
I know.
He talked in P4D too, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and the animation.
Instead, we see huge piles of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere in the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
The girl stares up at the chairs, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life, and as I expected, Teddy appears again in that costume. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, are you on a hot date, Sensei?
Oh,
Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting? Wow, you look so mortified. That's the face I was hoping to see.
He's not saying anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows I'm worried about Nanako. I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and abandon her to this world either. Still, I feel Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself, and Miss President raises her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council? Pack it in and clean all this up already.
She speaks as fast and clearly as she had when I first met her. After getting a clear look at her, I feel I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She truly wishes to protect her school. Aww. Her strong awareness of her duty is surpassing her fear. But Teddy on the monitor looks annoyed and sneers at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression.
That tiny conversation with Sensei.
This on the screen is the most detestable face that Yu has ever seen, apparently. This somber frown is, and I quote, incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression. I was really excited for it when he said it. I'm like, I wonder if it's gonna be like, you know, like super angry and his eyes would like light up.
Like,
or
remember Shadow Teddy?
Oh yeah, something like that, right?
Right?
A yappy little nut like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner.
Wow.
Sit, puppy, sit.
He has absolutely no interest in dealing with her seriously. Miss President turns bright red in humiliation from being brushed off like that. This is enough. I take a step forward and put myself between the monitor and Miss President.
Leave this to
I'll
me.
take it from here. It's all right. There's nothing to worry about.
We're so manly.
Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing she can do herself. I don't want to let those feelings continue, so I turn to face the Teddy on the monitor.
Pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Liar? You know something about her?
The way he said that makes it sound as if there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give me any details in his answer. Oops, sorry.
Come on down.
Come on, Sensei. Oh.
After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor. And this time, oh no, it's Yukiko who appears.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
What is she gonna say to me? Oh no!
What's the matter?
It's nothing. Are you all right? Has anything odd happened to you?
Odd? No, I don't think so.
What could she possibly say to us? I'm so curious.
I know, right?
Yukiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulders relax in relief as I shift my weight to stand normally. It seems that she hasn't been affected like Yosuke had.
I'm so excited to see the other side, too.
I didn't think I'd been that tense, though. Now, that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always, exactly when I need her. If she's not being confused, then I can immediately ask her for help. I try to explain what I need from her.
Might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is.
Oh, they will definitely go after Yukiko's cooking.
I need you to protect this girl from me.
Yeah.
She might be a victim of all this.
I motion towards Miss President standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. Uh-oh. I don't blame her, though, but what Yukiko said next was even more surprising.
Why do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm not going to help her because I don't know her. Is that what she's saying? I can understand that she might be cautious when meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way? It's got to be the same as with Yosuke. That same uncanny sense of wrongness is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Yukiko, not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I try to question her, Yukiko's expression returns to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, she doesn't seem enthusiastic about this P1 Grand Prix.
Probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl for me.
Oh.
Sorry, but I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish. You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
Wow.
I'm used to hearing her voice, but her words are scathing. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there had been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related to me gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. The real Yukiko would never say something that disrespects the value of a life that way. Don't be deluded. Whatever happened to Yosuke is happening to Yukiko too. I don't understand the details, but Yukiko hasn't had a complete change of heart. When I draw my sword, Miss President quickly tries to stop me. But I can't answer her right now. If a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, then the time to fight is now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals. You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
Okay.
That's so fun. Can I can't. I don't think I can replay them.
You're a bastard
With a sister complex.
Holy.
A real bastard with a sister complex. I ignore the taunts as I ignore the taunts being delivered in Risei's words. Even if our words aren't getting through to each other, and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, we'll come to an understanding later. I have to believe, both myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who is standing behind me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
What happens next will probably surprise her greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown how strong her determination is. I glance at her over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod of agreement. Now, time to do this. I must end this as quickly as possible.
I love him. He's so cool.
I concentrate all my senses to summon my strength of heart, my persona, Izanagi. If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she will surely defeat me. Yukiko smiles faintly as she takes her battle stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me. There's definitely something else controlling her. Ayy. Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arcs in the air as her persona, Konohana Sakuya, rises behind her. That's right, the usual Yukiko should have a beautiful heart like this. Wait for me. I will save you.
That's nice. I like that.
Go right ahead. Sorry guys, we're really behind. There's so much story.
BRO, did you bring me my flan?
Nanako freaking Ojima.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you bring me my flan?
Nope.
So cool.
Every day's great at your dunes. Looks at you expectantly.
Da, 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 da.
Thank you, Element. She's so cool. I can't wait. Oh, play it.
Amazing first strike.
I love it.
What is an
Oh, I should be jumping.
900 people here, 0_0 crap.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Are they out of their league in the battle?
Oh, you have cards that you like use. Oh, wow.
I don't know which button's which. Oh, okay, they're colored. Okay, that's good. So let's see. That's Command
I knew
move.
I smelled my third favorite Arxis fighter.
Playmaker. Woo. Thank you.
Big gamble.
I'm excited to see it. It looked like the sprite work is so cool.
Ooh, cool. So back in triangle. Let's try that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
She's going off here. Oh, I just wanted to try some combos. No. I just wanted to try some combos. No. I'm sorry.
You're not allowed.
Big gamble. Oh god.
What a rare, close battle.
I'm sorry guys, I have to say this every time I hear Naokami talk. I hear Ichigo from Bleach because it's Johnny Young Bosch.
Ah,
Crimson.
I think we've heard that before, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
She was your main Kai Cop. I love her. She's so good.
You can play a couple more if you want.
Okay.
And we'll...
The announcer for P4A is Patrick Sight. Great choice TBH. He's done Neko Mao, Alberic, Mono Kid, Scorpion, and fake characters that I can't fit.
Wild card. Thank you.
Ulbrich was great. Oh.
Damn, can't believe game gonna sell me car insurance.
Angry. That was 37 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I no longer know what that was in reference to.
Yeah, sorry.
talking bear mascot trying to get teenagers to commit acts of violence against each other. You will be
Kodaka.
hearing from my lawyers.
Kazutaka freaking Kodaka.
Thank you. Oh, the general reference. Oh, we don't have that here.
We don't have that.
What an utter thrashing!
Yeah, absolutely.
I love all this animosity! These cocky, self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other.
You can play the next one if you want. It's relevant.
General Teddy, a body has been discovered.
A body has been discovered!
That's the real thrill of the P1 Grand Prix!
I don't care to hear any more of Teddy's jests. I still have reservations about fighting against my friends, but I now know that there is no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy and Rise have been affected just like Yosuke and Yukiko had.
Oh, they're just like, hey, Sensei, I want to help you out.
Help me out. You sister complex bastard.
Yeah.
If they are, then there's no use in trying to talk them through the monitor like this. That's the conclusion I've come to, but Miss President seems to have other ideas.
How much further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway? These guys are friends. What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
Aw, she's a good girl. Miss President vents her frustration at Teddy's image on the monitor. But I was a bit surprised at how she worded it. She seemed more upset that he was making friends fight each other, not why he had dragged the entire school into this mess. We've only just met, but she clearly sympathizes with us and understands the pain we're going through. I'm embarrassed, but proud at the same time. A girl with such compassion would be a great student council president. It's no wonder that she was elected to represent the student body of Yasogami High.
Thanks, though.
It's not all right. This is...
She's still worked up and she lashes out at me. Perhaps her heart is a little too honest, but her anger sets my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be forgiven. I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish. What? Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. What? I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
You're so stupid! What kind of sensei are you?
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes.
Aww.
Even if it costs us our lives. But if you're an imposter hiding behind Teddy's face, I will make you pay for toying with us.
He has a very specific set of skills. Teddy scoffs and turns around. The monitor suddenly switches off, suddenly turning on us without any signs of remorse. That's not like Teddy at all. No, he's most likely not the real Teddy. Seeing the anger in his face only strengthens my suspicions. Someone must be taking Teddy's form to make it look like he's the one committing these acts.
That girl's come around.
I immediately rush over to Yukiko's side. I'm sorry.
Yukiko, are you all right?
That's not what I said.
Sorry, I couldn't go easy on you.
It's both dialogue options at once.
You're your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on. I'm sorry too. Did I hurt you?
Almost.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
I try to pass it off as a joke, and we look at each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they had with Yosuke. It's becoming clear now.
Oh, thank
Did
you,
I
Noir.
say things that offended you earlier?
Sorry?
I said thanks to Noir because Noir said like the cards are for your C and D moves. Without any Persona cards, you can't use them.
Oh.
Yes. You did.
Oh. Yukiko hesitates as if even remembering it is a difficult experience. What in the world did my illusion say to her? I bet it was something horrible. Whoever's doing this is certainly finding the most annoying way of getting us to fight. But what I supposedly said to her doesn't matter. Yukiko is still hesitant to bring it up, so I tell her not to worry about
I don't
it.
need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
Huh? You said something bad to Yosuke-kun too? What did you tell him?
You sure you want to know?
I'm the only one admitting to what happened. That's not fair, is it? But that courtesy or curiosity is in line with the Yukiko I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call out to Miss President, who's standing behind us.
What kind of people are you? Oh, right. We used our personas.
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
She did see everything that had just happened. This would be a great opportunity to tell her everything. I introduce Miss President and Yukiko to each other and fill in the parts that I had left out of my previous explanation. I tell her about the personas, I tell her that we're actually in a world inside a television, and I tell her how the scenery here changes according to the hearts of the people who enter it. She looks doubtful while I'm talking, but considering that she's just seen our personas only moments ago, she doesn't immediately deny it. Still, it seems that she can't accept it all either. She crosses her arms as if lost in thought. On the other hand, it seems that Yukiko didn't know that Yasogami High had a new student council president either. Yukiko apologizes for not having paid attention to the elections in April.
That's it in a nutshell.
So, that's what you meant by falling into a TV.
Yeah, which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
The school came from me? That's a lot to swallow. I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
That's right. I had doubts about that too. There's a reason why it's dangerous for people who can't use their personas to enter this world. Besides the obvious reasons, such as not being able to escape and being unable to protect themselves from shadows, a person's shadow separates from them. The shadows that split off are strongly attached to the original people they came from and will try to harm them to try to become independent identities. I hadn't given it much thought since Miss President seems so energetic, but it's still possible that this has happened to her as well. I put this together with the conversation I had with Teddy a moment ago and come to a conclusion.
Teddy, who's hosting this tournament. What if he's actually this girl's shadow?
Huh?
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter. A fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. If this place reflects Miss President's heart, her shadow must be here. And right now, the strongest candidate is...
That's right. If we both saw an illusion, then at the very least, the enemy has the power to delude our senses and make us see and hear things that aren't there. On top of that, it can alter what others hear us say and see us do. If it can do that, then I can easily see that our enemy can use that power to change its appearance. That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. That still leaves the question as to why it would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know. I've seen shadows in the past that take on bizarre appearances, but this is the first time I've seen one impersonate an existing person. Does this shadow have some kind of objective? When I come to my senses, I see that Miss President has turned pale and is staring down at the ground. All this talk of shadows in another world doesn't seem to be reaching her, but she seems troubled at the thought that she might be causing all this trouble. I'm about to tell her that the actions of her shadow aren't her fault, but Miss President rises to her feet.
I'm gonna check out the announcement room. That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right?
Shebang.
And if he came from me, then I gotta own up to the responsibility.
Oh.
A student body president, I can't let this go.
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow. You need to...
What? Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
Well...
Her eyes are filled with the fires of determination, just as they had been when I first met her. Her sense of responsibility and her awareness of her duty say that she will never back down.
It's in the announcement room, and you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight.
Ooh.
Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
No, don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help.
Oh.
Hell, that aside, I can't leave after causing so much trouble. Making friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
Miss President declares this in a voice that brooks no argument and takes off running. Yikes. I wasn't expecting her to behave rashly like this. I remember how fast she can run. If I'm going after her, I need to go at once or I'll lose her.
You have to go after her.
All right. Yukiko sees me hesitate and knows exactly what to say. She's right. There's so much we don't understand, but there's no way the investigation team can let a victim run off to die. Yukiko ignores the fact that I'd be leaving her here alone and tells me to follow a girl whom she's only just met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior she'd been displaying before the fight. Now that is the Yukiko Amagi I know.
She's so good. I love her.
I'm ashamed that I'd even slightly let myself be confused by the way I had heard her speak before, and I answer her, I'll come back no matter what.
I believe in you.
Aww. Yukiko nods to me, and I turn and begin running as fast as I can. I have to rely on the faint echoes of footsteps ahead to pursue Miss President throughout the school. I can't use my memories of the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere, but the announcement room is upstairs. That obviously limits the path that she can take. I will catch up with her no matter what. If you want, you can play 3 more things or so.
We hit a 1,000 viewers.
Hey!
Crab Cha-Cha's out the door.
Hey,
Thanks,
Angry. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for being here.
This is great, but when are we saving Kanji?
I'm trying.
We're never going to save Kanji at this rate.
Of course. Rise. My baby girl from P4. It's almost I like being called senpai or something. Take my money. Alright, I am on board now.
Debbie Tari.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rise. He's going to have troubles with that one.
Persona!
Can't believe this $20 visual novel comes with a free fighting game.
Cry!
Right?
Right? It's got a lot of visual nov in it. So much visual nov that I wasn't able to catch up at all.
Yeah, right?
Look, it shows the controls in the pause menu during a match.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Gestrid.
Rise. Rise, chat.
Any chance of a multiplayer lobby stream once story is done? Eyes.
Oscar!
Yeah, I can see doing that. I get my butt kicked, but whatever.
I'm going to kick your butt so hard you're going to kiss the moons.
Yeah, sure.
I never imagined the day would come when NyanCave would truly join the FGC. Guess it's all for glory.
So
for glory! I assume that's fighting game community?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I don't know if we joined it, but hey, we're dabbling.
You thought P4 dancing had a lot of reading? Oh boy, get ready for twice the amount of that.
Yeah, Kai Cop. I know. We might have to like
yeah, you might need to read the next episode.
Well, the thing is, like, if you do a girl next, it's gonna be all them, and then I'll just girl voice it up.
I don't know if you want to do all that reading in girl voice, but yeah.
Girl voice is my natural voice.
Arena is like a long novel. Rip your voice.
Well,
Trilight.
I hope you guys don't mind my reading voice. All right.
Last one.
If she really is student council president, then shouldn't she know to wear the winter uniform, not the summer one?
Darth Prime, but it looks like it's summer here.
Golden Week,
yeah,
which is April.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. I'm pretty sure we're in the summer one at that point. Probably. I don't know. I'll take your word for it though. But yeah,
just have Brian read it. It's May. It's May. Yeah, May is summertime.
Just have Brian read it.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah,
we're almost there.
Okay.
Sup boys?
Hey!
Been a while. Imagine 2012 when this game got announced, and me playing the main game in 2010. Big grateful to Arc System Works.
Oh, that's probably super hype.
Yeah. Nice to see you. I hope things are well.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend you play through Yosuke's route at some point because his is the basis of the P4 Arena manga and has exclusive stuff.
Oh, neato. Definitely.
Yeah, we're planning on playing through all of them, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Marsh.
If it seems like there will be repetitive scenes, and I will kind of glaze over those. If you guys don't mind, I'm sure you don't mind.
The same thing again.
Boom.
Backflips in ways of triple backflip sounds.
Renegators!
I said, hey, what's going on? Yeah!
Damn! Thank you. Holy crap.
Thank you, Renegaders! I hope you're doing well. No, always read all of it everywhere.
Thank you! Damn, chat. Big thank you to
Rise, when did you get a Jedine with burn boost? How?
Sister complex bastard.
Right?
That was, whew. All right. I've been running after Miss President for a while, but I still can't catch sight of her. She's so fast, it's almost supernatural. I even begin to think that her path might not be hindered by the invisible walls. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, she's not participant in the P1 Grand Prix. She didn't appear in the introduction video, and even though she'd been there when I faced off with Yukiko, she wasn't affected by the rules. Could she be able to walk through these walls? If so, then catching up with her will be quite difficult. Just as I'm thinking this, suddenly a blue door appears in my path. I've seen this before. This is the entrance to the Velvet Room. I don't have time to deal with this, or so I think, but when I consider the timing of its appearance, I can't help but feel that there must be a reason for it. I make up my mind and reach for the door. As I walk through the door, I feel a slight sense of lightheadedness and I close my eyes reflexively. When I open my eyes, I'm seated in my usual position, and Margaret is smiling quietly at me, as if nothing is different. When she sees that I've noticed her, she speaks, as if aware of my impatience.
You seem flustered, but time has no meaning here.
Oh. Margaret politely points this out, knowing that I'm in a hurry. Time is meaningless, huh? Though I had figured out a few things about this room. I thought I'd figured out a few things about this room, but it seems that there's still more for me to learn about it. If time doesn't pass while I'm in this room, then I should concentrate on what she's about to tell me. Once again, as if reading my thoughts, Margaret smiles.
It seems you've emerged victorious and have come away with a piece of the truth. Though you are in a garden of deceit, you have the vision to go forward. Very impressive.
Is that student council president's shadow really the cause of all this then?
Who can say? All I know is that you are getting ever closer to the truth. There is one thing I can tell you.
Margaret's golden eyes are fixed on me.
If that girl's shadow is the cause of this misfortune, she will face her trial. But it's separate from your fate. You have your own trial to overcome. Keep that to heart.
My own trial?
I didn't mean to, but I repeat what Margaret had just said.
Everyone sees various things in you that draw them to you. Salvation, hope. I myself find fascination in watching over you. Fate may not be the author of your trials, but you are destined to be tested.
Margaret smiles mischievously and nods towards me. Another slight feeling of lightheadedness passes, and I return to that otherworldly school. The blue door is nowhere to be found, as if it had never been here to begin with. I look up. I still don't understand what my own trial is supposed to be, but for some reason, my mind is cleared up a bit.
I'm gonna keep playing things.
I hope you guys get to see all the characters instant kill in this game.
Ooh.
Unknown RC, Yu-Gi-Oh! 6.
Maybe.
Like
we might only see a few.
Yeah, that was a thing from BlazBlue, if I recall correctly, as well, where they had like cool moves that were like one insta wins.
Oh.
They were really cool and they looked awesome.
Maybe you need a perfect? I don't know.
Although Mothman is not in this game, he is in our hearts as we kick ass. Also, Risei, hopefully that sounds better.
Tabitari!
Pretty close.
Risei!
Eric!
Eric! Thank you, Eric!
Member it up.
Thank you for becoming a golden waffle. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Do you imagine that the Velvet Room door is like a car door and Margaret just rolls the window down and she says, Get in, loser. We're doing soul searching.
Yeah, right. In any case, I need to keep chasing after Miss President. And now I immediately see a recognizable feature. Her long ponytail. I found her.
It's too dangerous to go alone.
Take this sword and run. Miss President turns around in response to my voice. She's smiling. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I'm impressed that you managed to catch up to me so quick.
This calmness. She'd expected that I would follow her? I'm beginning to feel like she's toying with me. But I understand now. Nothing I say to her can change her mind. There's no helping it then.
Promise me that you won't leave my side. And you can't do anything rash. If you can't agree to those terms, I'll have to force you into protective custody.
Oh, wow.
This is a matter of life and death for you.
Sure thing. Then let's get to that announcement room together.
I thought I'd be able to keep her in check by saying that her life was in danger, but she didn't seem to take any notice. She just shrugged and accepted my proposal. She's quite hard to deal with. I'm not sure if she knows how I'm feeling, but she speaks up.
Mind if I ask you something?
What is it?
There's a moment of silence. Just as I'm about to ask her to go on, Miss President continues.
It's tough, being forced to fight your friends, huh?
Oh.
Sorry. You don't gotta answer.
She must still be thinking about my fight with Yukiko. True, I'm slightly hesitant to talk about any of this, but it's a question that must be answered. That's how it feels to me.
You're right. If I could avoid it, I would. But I believe in my friends.
You mean your friends won't hate you after the fight? Or you think they'll understand that you don't really want to fight?
I don't know. Both, maybe. I mean, there's no way we'd fight each other without some kind of reason.
Will she believe that answer? I study Miss President's face, but when she opens her mouth, she has an unexpectedly gloomy look in her eyes.
You had to kill each other.
Wow. Kill each other. I truly hadn't anticipated that question. I'm caught off guard by how I hadn't even considered it. It's true, there's no guarantee that this General Teddy won't suddenly decide to make us fight to the death on a whim.
Sorry, that was probably over the line. I don't know why I said that.
I wouldn't let it happen.
Even if I was forced into such a situation, I would never follow that order. That's all I can say right now. But after hearing my answer, Miss President casts her eyes down again. After seeing that behavior, how do I put this? Felt a sense of incongruity. Why could that be? Something doesn't feel like her? Could Miss President be carrying some unimaginable burden that she has yet to confide in us? Is it so heavy that she would ask that question of me? Speaking of which, if General Teddy does turn out to be her shadow, what does that mean about whatever repressed thoughts she truly has? Suddenly, it seems that her courageous and cheerful demeanor are a mirror image of that, and a slight sense of fear chills my spine. My thoughts race through my head while I walk down the hallway.
What are you doing?
I thought I broke my nose for a moment. It's that invisible wall again. Even though I should be expecting them, I'd relaxed my guard and walked right into one. I hold my nose and wave away Miss President, who looks concerned.
There's an invisible wall. I don't think I can go through here.
An invisible wall? Oh, that must have been why you broke out of the mime act every now and then.
Oh my god.
Well, if I can pass through, it must only be blocking the tournament fighters. This world sure is out there.
Yosuke laughs in the distance, right, Zero? Miss President walks right through the place I'd bumped into, so that must be the case. As I'd imagined, Miss President is unaffected by these walls. Is it because she's not one of the fighters in the Grand Prix? Of course, if General Teddy really is her shadow, maybe the normal rules don't apply to her. The entrance leading into the school building is ahead of us, but perhaps worst of all is that the wall I had just walked into is blocking me from reaching there. I'll just have to find some other way. No, there are walls there too, and the same can be said for every direction towards the entrance. A thought crosses my mind as I check back the way we had come. It's as I thought. Another invisible wall has formed where I had just passed and I can't go back. With walls in every direction, there's nowhere I can go. I'm trapped. And if I can't go anywhere, this can only mean one thing.
This probably means...
The moment I call out to Miss President, General Teddy appears on the monitor in the entryway. It means my third round in the P1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
Is your snout okay, Sensei? Jeez, you're such a klutz.
You're still using that form? It's getting old. Why don't you just show your true self?
Hey!
Boy, you got peevish. I I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I wasn't intentionally trying to I was intentionally trying to rile him up, but he wasn't falling for it. It looks like I'm not going to get him to reveal anything that way. I quickly changed tactics.
So who's my next opponent?
Ooh, now you're getting into the spirit of things. Let me guess, you're starting to enjoy beating up your friends? Okay, with the next challenger, come on down!
Cheese?
Oh, yeah, steak.
The general doesn't pick up on my intention and loudly yells what appears to be his pre-battle catchphrase. Smoke pours out, and who should appear from the smoke but the person I was expecting to see? 4 of us entered the TV together. I've already fought against Yosuke and Yukiko. That means...
That's what I thought. You're the last of us, after all.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd be next, too.
Wait, who did you fight?
Right?
Chie laughs along with me. For the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her words and actions, but I can't let my guard down around her. After all, I'd felt the same way when I encountered Yukiko too. But as they say, the 3rd time's the charm. I have to see if Chie's in her right mind. I decide that the best way to do that is to be calm and start a conversation with her.
You know what they're doing, right?
Before I can begin to explain, Chie cuts me off.
I know. The stuff we say gets twisted around so we end up fighting each other, right?
Oh, she's so smart. I love her.
Don't worry. You're the son of a bitch who left us as soon as the last case ended, but you're still our good friend. I mean, you have it easy. You're just fighting your friends.
Oh!
Killing over and over, all because of you humans!
Okay.
Now, this is obvious. Chie is clearly not herself. It's so blatant her words don't offend me at all. Moreover, it's not just out of character, but Chie would never say anything like that. And you humans, that's as good as confessing that you're not human. Oh, right. Carnivore, was it? Miss President is watching us from nearby. She looks more dumbfounded than worried. Still, what Chie said at the end caught my attention. I had to keep killing over and over.
Killing, huh? Miss President was talking about it earlier, too. This must be.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Hurts. I'll give you a taste of the pain they put me through!
She's not even trying to sound like Chie anymore. I can't even begin to understand what she's talking about. But if a shadow is intentionally making people say these things, what does this mean about Miss President? Killing each other? All because of humans? What kind of secret past could the new student council of Yasogami High be harboring? Find out next time.
I know, right? It so feels like a... Find out next time on Persona 4 ULTIMAX Arena.
Arena DLC. No, now's not the time for this. I have to look into this after we've cleared up all the confusion between us. I ignore her words and draw my sword. Immediately, Risei's voice echoes through the area as if she was waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
Round 3 of the P1 Grand Prix already. Word on the street is that the carnivore may have a slight advantage. Will you, Senpai, all talk and no skill, manage to eke out a win this time?
I really am no skill.
Let's get this show on the road. Ready?
I've just been alternating like high and low attacks. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Persona!
A moment of silence for the lack of the JP version of this game's epic title, P4 the ULTIMAX, Ultra Suplex Hold.
Zero!
Amazing.
Thank
Ultra
you.
Suplex Hold. I
What
like
a cool
that.
name.
Later, Nick.
Rawr.
Finally!
Oh, she's so cute! Oh, wow, she's coming right at me! Wow, look at how cute she is! Whoa, reversal! Holy crap!
Trial of the Dragon!
Yup, as someone said, some people, like Yosuke, clearly had more love put into their stories than others. But with so many characters, it's inevitable.
Boo-hoo! I'm glad that, like, I'm glad it's interesting. You know? Like, I can't wait to see all their stories.
Such a wood.
Oh, spunky dragon with deadly legs. But
when you finally gets to the announcement room, General Teddy, well, hello there.
Well, hello there.
Hello there, General Teddy. It's good. Her title changed. Interesting. Spunky dragon.
Slowpoke thought to himself to make a donation to the NyanCave. I should make a donation to the NyanCave.
Thank you, Slowpoke.
That's cute.
I'm gonna turn music back on. So is this the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've placed the bookmark. I could probably get some music going though by doing this. I'll make sure I. No, it's okay. Oh, I didn't bookmark it actually. Now I bookmarked it. Okay, I got it.
Oh, it's on auto.
Oh, my bad. That was super cool though. I mean, like, damn. It's a lot of story. I'm ready for it. My reading muscles are sore.
I'm gonna play some things and I'm gonna put some stuff back on the board.
Oh, nice. I actually doubt you're gonna have enough pins. Hilariously,
you think?
I don't know what you're gonna do.
I might have to double up.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could do that. That's something we could do. Oh,
I would say access the tutorial from the main menu.
Yeah, I might spend some time doing that. Like, clearly I'm getting by, you know, on pure instinct alone. But we'll be here tomorrow, same time. Awesome. We're also playing Final Fantasy 8 at 12:30 p.m. PDT. P4 Arena donations? I don't know, Sarah. I don't know.
It depends.
Yeah.
I still haven't caught up yet to like the things I want to get done. Because we were supposed to have like 2 Saturdays in this month, and we've had 0 Saturdays, so that's put me kind of far behind.
Yep.
So hopefully I'll get caught up and we'll get stuff like that rolling again soon.
Yeah. But it's a really fun game, and I'm very excited to be playing it. So I'm excited to have all of you here as well, especially with P4 being re-released. It's pretty cool. Go check the tutorial. It gets harder. Sure.
The P4 donations are actually still available at $4.69.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we could flip those around. I could probably help you out with that.
I could put it onto like the $5 tier.
Yeah, I was thinking like $5.69 or whatever for Persona 5, and then just take the P4s and put them back in.
Yeah.
Something like that. Highlight link? Oh, if that's not there, I'll have to get on that.
All talk and no skill. Clay, where is the life? But I can relate. I just press buttons in these games. Make me proud.
I'm doing
it.
Remember, low, high, high, low, low. Perfect.
Done.
Win every time.
Perfect. I'm gonna put things up.
Yeah, for sure. Woo. Yeah. Crazy fun game though. I'm excited to get some moves, get some combos going. Oh my god. That's a big pile. Look at Nyanny's hairy, manly hands. Look at them. My arms aren't even that hairy. I guess, well, I don't know, my hair is just straight. Oddly. Button mash powers, go! Yeah. I used to button mash when I played Tekken in elementary school. Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the only games I used to not button mash on was Soul Calibur. A lot of fun. Thanks for making him insecure. He was already insecure, Tony. Sorry. Oh, you immortalized us in Tomodachi Life? Why do I recognize Tomodachi Life?
Tomodachi Life!
Thank you. Ooh. Do pretzel motions? Oh, like around. Yeah, that makes sense. That's funny. For a fighting game. Yeah, I'm liking the student prez. I didn't expect her to come in the way she came in, so that's pretty cool. The final finisher on this game, not yet, but we'll figure it out. Button mashing just the story seems fine since it's only 1 round. Yeah, I was surprised it's 1 round. I kind of wish it was 3 just to get a little more gameplay in there. I mean, like, the songs in P4D felt short, but these fights are like 30 seconds. I love the sprites so far, though. From what we saw of Chie, that was super duper cute. Don't give Clay SNK inputs. He won't stand a chance. That's true. Nobody expects the accent. Yeah, we had a preview of it in Persona Dance, so it wasn't too shocking. But I'm used to it. I wouldn't mind hearing the Japanese voice. I wonder if she talks with an Osaka accent. Probably. Yeah, I seem to do that. Yeah, you have long hair. Yeah. Square combo? I don't know about that, Julian. Let's figure it out. Might need a lozenge for this game. Yeah, actually, what's really difficult is that I have a little canker sore, like right there. Ow. Right here, and it just gets a little irritated while I'm reading. I'm powering through though. I have some stuff. Oh, a Kansai dialect. Ah, perfect. That's cool though. GA still your secret crush? I don't blame you. I really came around to GA. I was all Yukiko in the beginning, but then GA kind of stole my meaty heart. Very sweet girl. Put a stake in my heart. Yeah. Yeah, which is a real problem because I'm a vampire, so there's that. But yeah, we have all the DLC as well. I'll try to download all of that. Whew, man, I have not done that much reading in a long time. I hope it was okay. Yeah. I hope it was engaging. Oh yeah, Ebihara stole the heart though. Yeah, literally. Oh my god, I just realized that like this did we ever make that joke or that connection that this whole like P4 arena tournament thing that's happening is basically just the Smash tournament for the waifu thing? General Teddy was Clay all along with his twisted fighting for love. Yeah, right, Hadia? That would have been good. Ah, yes, the great coroning. Yeah, it's a good save, right? I do that for the FGO crew that's always floating around. Yeah, dramatic storytelling. It's good. We actually have another waifu tournament coming up pretty quick, maybe in July, probably actually, for Fire Emblem Three Houses. So that's going to be fun. I like to get them out of the way as early as possible. Not out of the way, of course, but then we can kind of approach characters with context, and I think it's a bit more fun that way, instead of like, I'm not sure how to interact with this character because they may or may not be my like love interest in the game or whatever. So that's always something I like to avoid. It's almost been a year since that fateful date night. Yeah. We can now max our reading skills. I don't know, Michelle. I feel like my reading skills were maxed when I finished the Ace Attorney series. Whew, that was fun. July? It's early? Yeah. I'd like to do it probably like, you know, before the thing. We'll see. Oh yeah, okay. I always mix it up. It's Blaze Blue, right?
Is it Blaze Blue or Blaz Blue?
I don't know. I've asked before and I've gotten an answer, but I keep forgetting. Yes, I did get your email, Monica. I was actually gonna message you on Discord just to make sure, but it sounds like that was you. So yeah, we've actually got a garbage truck coming tomorrow because we did a bunch of stuff, so we have a bunch of garbage to toss.
A bunch of stuff to throw away.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff to throw away. Kind of like a spring. No, summer cleaning, I guess.
Yeah, it was yes.
It's summer.
It's summer cleaning. It's pronounced Blaze.
And then I need to sit down and I'm gonna get all the boxes and all the orders things, and then afterwards I'm gonna ship those out. Hopefully this week. So yeah, I got you. Thank you for responding so promptly. Did you call it Blaze Blue? Yeah.
And
what is this month's prize? Rakira, you will find out.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. A little behind, but yeah, figure it out. All right. Without further ado, though, we're going to make Final CA public, and we're going to go. And thanks again for all the support.
It was amazing. I didn't put them on as nicely as you.
That's okay.
I had to share pins.
All that matters is it's there. We used 1,000 pins this month.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
That's crazy.
That's
how are we going to do the next few days?
Spit. Just,
Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a good night, and then we're gonna be back tomorrow with Final Fantasy VIII and more of this game.
Yeah.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye. I love you. Bye.